So what is the moment that changed your life? How old were you? Can you just give a quick summary?
Yeah, so I mean, there's not a specific like age that I was, but I know it happened like I was about 4 or 5 the first time, and I just specifically remember with my grandparents, they would take us down to the beach all the time, and I noticed like with my brother, the difference between us is, even after it rained or something like that, if it was kind of cold out, I would still be in no matter what, and so I just had that connection with like the water and nature and stuff like that, and it really changed who I am now.
So you've been swimming since you were young then?
Yeah, and I actually like it developed into it was almost every day for years when I lived with my grandparents
Mm-hmm.
that I would be down at the beach and
So did your grandparents influence you to be so in love with the water? Do you think if it weren't for them that you wouldn't be so involved with water?
yeah, I think they had a huge impact on not only that aspect of my life but just every aspect. They kind of were there alongside raising me. We lived with them when I was younger, and I remember my grandpa specifically. My grandma would never get in the water. That was like her thing. She just didn't ever want to. But my grandpa specifically, he always was, fishing or just down there as it was. And I grew up with him, like alongside him as he was fishing or swimming or in the boat or something. And so with him, it just sort of became that like connection with he showed me, you know, how it all worked, like with the ideas of like how free it is to be in water. And like the moment you go underwater and it's quiet, but it's still and you just like feel comfortable. He like taught me with that. So he really changed my life specifically. And I remember, my grandma too, even though she would never choose to be in the water, she still was always down there with us and like she was always by our side with all of it.
So since this is such a pivotal moment in your life, what kind of person would you be now if you never swam?
I think I would just have no like output. Like I would have nowhere to put all my feelings and stuff like that. I use the water a lot as a way to get away from everything, even if it's just like sitting by the river. It's sort of just like a connection that I have if I'm in a bad place, if I kind of am stressed out. I just instantly like know that that's where I need to be. And so I think without that I would have that lack. And I would also feel like would have like a lack of connection with my family because it was something we always did. Like I grew up in Minnesota. There's lakes everywhere. That's like the thing. And so without that, I would have less of a connection with my family, I think. Oh, thanks. Okay.